Hi, and welcome. John Morris Show on a Wednesday. Glad you're with us. Turn the calendar. First day of July, Bobby Bonilla Day. Happy July 1st to you. Welcome in. And our good friend, and we hope yours, Jerry Hill, will join us today. A lot to talk about, really, with Jerry, so that'll be fun. He'll be here in a little bit. But we're glad you're with us from the TFNB studios on historic Elm Avenue. Great to be back here in the home studio after our remote show yesterday at Marineland Boating Center. And that was just so fun. I mean, that was so great. Thanks again to Ken and Mary Sorley and Margot and everyone there at Marineland. From our side, Steph and Mike did a great job setting things up for us. And just really cool. And thanks to those of you who came by. And that didn't end yesterday with our live shows. They've still got giveaways this week leading into the 4th of July. Those caps were terrific. Celebrating the 4th of July 250th celebration coming up this Saturday. And they had a lot of other giveaways yesterday. So very fun. Thanks again to the Sorleys for having us there at Marineland in Waco. You know where it is. It's right off I-35, Loop 340, right at the bend of Loop 340. Go right in there, and it's fun to just look around also. I've been a boat person per se. I love going out in them, but we have never owned one. And really never had a family member that's owned a boat. But when we have the opportunity to do it, it is so great. So maybe that's for you. And that's the place at Marineland, Waco Yamaha here in Waco. Fun to be there yesterday. Garrett, are you a boat guy at all?
I don't have one.
Right.
I'm like you. I haven't been around too many people that do have them.
Right.
But yes, I enjoy them, not as much as my son. My son is obsessed with boats.
Oh, really?
He is obsessed with boats. And ironically enough, every day when we have to go home, we exit, drive by Marineland.
Right there,
He's always staring and pointing over there, like the big pontoon boat they have outside.
Yeah.
So he enjoys them more than I do.
That's
but
cool.
yes, that's
cool. Very good. It is fun. And maybe we appreciate it more because we are, sometimes invited to be on a boat or we borrow one, and that's the best kind of boat to have. It's one that's borrowed and you don't have to do all the upkeep and cleanup of it. But really fun yesterday at Marineland. Really enjoyed that. So I mentioned Bobby Bonilla Day. Today's the day, July 1st, and rolls around every year on July 1st. Most of you know the story here. But Bobby Bonilla, when he was cut and his career ended by the New York Mets, I don't know if it was sheer luck or if his agent was smart enough to do this. The Mets offered him, what was the amount at the time? They could have given him a lump sum of money.
Yeah, I can't remember the amount. It was egregious amount of money. They could have given him up front, though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It would have been a ton of money to take up front, which would have been, I think, the norm for most people. Or they said, we'll pay you X amount every year for 40 years, right? No, it wouldn't have been that long. I'm not sure what the total length of time was, but it was rather lengthy. And so every year, and Bobby Bonilla has been retired for some time. Check that. See what the total length of it was and when he retired. But every year on July 1st, he gets this lump sum of money from the Mets.
So it was in 2011 when he retired, and it goes for 25 years.
Okay, 25 years.
Until 2035.
Yeah.
Until 2035.
So 2011, so we're 15 years into it. There's 10 years left.
Jeez. That's got to be the best contract negotiation ever.
I would think so.
I mean, it has to be.
I would think so, yeah. And the amount is like $1.2 million, that he gets every year on July 1st for not doing a thing, for staying retired from the Mets when he got it. So that's why today, this date, July 1st, historically known as Bobby Bonilla Day. I'd like one of those deals. Right? If and when we ever retire, if we ever do retire.
I mean, I'm not asking for millions of money. Just give me something to live on.
That. Yeah. When it's going to come every year on July 1st or something.
Just security. That's all we need.
That's pretty fun. All right. Good for him. Good for his agent. How about this? The World Cup continues. USA is back in action. Isn't it really cool? I think it's been really fun to see U.S. welcome the World Cup, to see these other countries and their fans come here. And I know it's in Canada and Mexico also, but just how much they are enjoying and appreciating being in the United States. Isn't that fun?
It really is, you know, and you never know like how people are going to perceive it, but you come over, you enjoy it. I love just the mingling of the cultures and it's everybody coming together because, you know, we're all sharing one planet. Like that makes the most sense that we just do that. But no, it's cool to watch. Like you do the different things. I love Norway and watching the row, and you have the Tartan army and just different people taking over. So it's been fascinating. The funny thing to me is the countries who have been eliminated and having to go back, and you're like, how do we get our ranch dressing that we're now addicted to over there and all the different things?
That's right.
Gatorade. There was a couple of other things I saw as well, but that's been a fascinating aspect of it too.
Yeah. I mean, and I think it's good for us as Americans to say, hey, look, we take a lot of this stuff for granted. And here are these people that come over and look how excited they are about it. Maybe we should appreciate things like that, like ranch dressing or whatever, a little bit more.
It would definitely help. Yeah, if you appreciate that, or, you know, having ice in your drinks regularly.
Yeah,
you know, just little things.
Right.
Some air conditioning.
Free refills. They don't all get free refills on drinks. Bread with your meal a lot of times. What? I don't have to pay for this bread.
Exactly.
It comes with free. Oh,
nice.
Wow. So, I mean, little things to us, but to those people coming from other countries here, they're not so little and they really appreciate them. And I think that's fun to see. And I think it's a good reminder as we head toward the 4th of July this Saturday of the great country we live in. I mean, don't take it for granted. There's a lot of great things about being in the US of A.
No, there is. And, you know, you get to, I think the perfect example is the Freddie guy from Germany that was going around and really exploring. And he, now that Germany's been eliminated, he has deleted his account. Yeah. So that's gone.
Yeah.
But no, it's just like that. There's been different little, I think different social media faces from other countries who have done a good job of immersing themselves in the culture, like the Texas barbecue from the Japanese fans. And there's just so many aspects of it. It's been great to see.
Yeah. And I think you mentioned the Japanese fans. I think of them after their game at AT&T Stadium, cleaning up the stadium. Nobody asked them to. They just did it. It's just the way their culture is. They cleaned up the stadium after their match.
It's, you know, you make a mess, clean it up.
Unbelievable.
We were all taught that as children.
Unbelievable. Yeah, taught it, but have we lived it?
No.
Certainly not to that extent. So I think it's really fun to see. The matches from yesterday, Norway's still alive. They beat Ivory Coast 2-1. France, remember Paul Jobson, our World Cup aficionado, he thinks France is the team to beat, and maybe they are. They sure look like a 3-0 win by France over Sweden yesterday, and Mexico is playing well. They beat Ecuador 2-0 yesterday. Now the matches today, and the USA is in action tonight, 7 o'clock our time on Fox. USA versus Bosnia and Herzegovina from Santa Clara, California. So that is the third of 3 matches today. Prior to that, 11 a.m. our time, England versus Congo, and 3 o'clock, Belgium versus Senegal. And let's see, England matches on Fox. The Belgium-Senegal matches on FS1. USA, Bosnia tonight on Fox also. Have you noticed here in Waco that great gathering spot? I mean, there's probably a lot of spots where people are gathering to watch these World Cup matches, but down on Franklin Avenue at 5th Street is Barnett's Pub, and they've got that outdoor area. Have you seen that?
I literally drove by that this morning.
Did you? Okay.
And I looked over there, and I told my wife, I said, do you see the setup they have?
It's a great setup.
Unreal.
It is.
What they've done.
I guarantee it'll be packed.
Yes.
Maybe all day, but certainly tonight for the USA match. That has kind of become the, in my mind, and they're not an advertiser with us, but they have sort of become the go-to place if you want to get together with other World Cup fans and watch the matches. So really cool. They're right there on that corner.
Yes.
They've got an outdoor area with a big screen or 2, and that's just perfect. So I think that's really cool.
It's like every table out there, they've put more tables than they had. And every one of them had the big umbrellas. So you can go out there and be shaded. Yeah, it is really awesome the setup they have. Yeah.
So unsolicited testimonial for Barnett's downtown Waco. Franklin and 5th Avenue is where that is. That would be a fun place to go and watch a match with other World Cup fans. So that continues. USA is in action tonight. Now, this is the knockout round, so you lose, you're done. It's the round of 32, so a win by the USA tonight, and they should win, and I think USA fans should be encouraged because, remember, their second match, they beat Paraguay 4-1, and Paraguay just knocked off who? Germany?
They knocked out Germany.
Yeah. So, if you want to play that, comparative scores, maybe you feel pretty good about what the U.S. has done. 2-1 through the first rounds, the pool play, and now into the knockout round. And they play tonight, 7 o'clock from Santa Clara, California. All right, World Cup getting a lot of attention here on the 1st of July. There are other things going on. Big 12 football media days come up next week. We'll talk about that when we come back. Jerry Hill coming in just a bit. Remind me, don't let me forget, on the trip to Pittsburgh this weekend, Jerry Hill reference.
Ooh.
Okay, so don't let me forget that.
Oh, I will not.
Okay.
I'm intrigued by this.
And I almost guarantee you, Jerry does not know this, so we'll drop it on him. Okay.
Gotcha.
So that's coming up. Jerry Hill will join us. Plenty more to come. John Morris Show brought to you by Alliance Bank Central Texas. 7 convenient locations around Central Texas to serve you better. They're on the web at alliancebanktexas.com, voted by Forbes 2025 Best in State Banks. They are your Central Texas business bank. Check them out. Alliance Bank Central Texas. Take a break. Back with more right after this. John Morris Show will continue.
Morrison's Gifts, Waco's oldest family-owned gift store, wants to ask a question to the guys out there. Don't you just love gift giving? Does John Hart, Consuela, or Jellycat mean anything to you? If not, at Morrison's, we have your answers and your back. For 47 years, we have guided men and you ladies through the trauma of selecting the right gift for the right person. Come and see us at 4312 West Waco Drive in the Brazos Square Center, close to Jason's Deli. That's Morrison's Gifts, owned by a proud Baylor Bear.
Enjoy a quiet atmosphere with beautiful river views at the Brazos Landing, located in Waco along the Brazos River across from McLean Stadium. Enjoy homemade dishes like shrimp and grits, chicken piccata, braised short ribs, prime New York steaks, and more. Plus, enjoy a delicious dessert like creme brulee or key lime pie. Open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Sunday. Brazos Landing in Waco, the only place where I-35 and the Brazos River meet.
Being stuck on the side of the road is stressful no matter what time it is. Tow King is here to help. A locally owned and operated family-run business, Tow King offers 24-hour emergency roadside assistance with trained operators and high-caliber equipment for damage-free towing. Tow King of Waco is a company you can count on. Call Tow King the next time you need help. Check them out on Facebook, and remember, slow down or move over.
It's the premier charity event of the year, the 2026 Central Texas Cattle Barons Ball, presented by Ascension Providence. A fun evening filled with great food and drink, dancing, a spectacular auction, and more. This year's theme is Nashville Nights, Neon Lights, and Bullfights. Get your tickets now, donate, or be a sponsor. Help support the American Cancer Society to find a cure. The 2026 Central Texas Cattle Barons Ball, October 24th at MCC Highlander Ranch. For more information, go to CentralTexasCattleBaronsBall.org.
Alliance Bank Central Texas understands that banking is about people. From first accounts to business growth, they actively partner with Central Texas businesses and families to help meet their financial goals. A variety of online products and services make banking easy without compromising the personalized banking experiences they are known for. Customer-focused banking isn't just what they do, it's who they are. Alliance Bank Central Texas, serving Central Texas across 7 convenient locations and at alliancebanktexas.com. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. And welcome back, John Morris Show on a Wednesday. Hey, pleased you're with us today. Thanks for tuning in. We're live in the 9 a.m. hour, archived any time of the day that's convenient to you, and available on Facebook, on YouTube, on X. If you're so inclined, subscribe and follow, and you'll get all the notifications. We would appreciate that. But glad you are with us whenever and wherever you might be tuned in. We are brought to you every day of the week by the Brazos Landing. They are open today, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m., open Tuesday through Sunday, those same hours. Great river views. You can be inside, tablecloths on the tables. You can be outside in the swamp shack, little less formal. You could be on the porch outside on the backside of the Brazos Landing and look right out on the river, the turtles that feed there. Maybe an alligator floats by every once in a while. They have seen alligators there. I don't think that's a common occurrence, but every once in a while. They do have gator bites on the menu, though. So part of the terrific menu they have at the Brazos Landing, and that $12 lunch menu is terrific. The late afternoon menu, 3 to 5, is terrific. Great prices on some of their top-selling items. And so check it out at the Brazos Landing, where I-35 and the Brazos River meet. They are open Tuesday through Sunday from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. And a reminder also, not this weekend, but next July 11th and 12th, top-notch card show in Temple. It's a big one, 150 tables, find a sports, Pokemon, TGC collectibles, celebrities. Dennis Gentry will be there. Baylor great, Chicago Bear great. Texas legend Ted Coy will be there. On Sunday, wrestling superstar Lady Bird Monroe and former Rangers pitcher Craig McMurtry, the pride of Troy, Texas. Kids can receive a free signed trading card. Check it out at topnotch-cardshows.com. Top-notch, all one word, -cardshows.com. All one word, .com. And the show again is Saturday, July 11th and Sunday, July 12th in Temple. Looking forward to that. That will follow next week, and the Big 12 football media days are less than a week away now. It's next Tuesday and Wednesday, back at the Star in Frisco. In the history of the Big 12, we've been several places, most recently or most often at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. The Frisco, the Star a couple of times. There was that one year, couple of years ago, we went to Las Vegas in Allegiant Stadium. I don't know if we'll ever know the true whole story on that. Why would we go all the way to Las Vegas? The commissioner and the conference folks said, well, this is part of the footprint now, expanding the footprint of the Big 12. And you got the schools out west like Arizona and Arizona State and BYU and Utah. So it makes sense. And we said, okay, sure, it makes sense. Yeah. Even though the conference offices are in the Metroplex. But that was just a one-year deal to Las Vegas. And it was actually very fun. It was fun to be out there, and Allegiant Stadium is just terrific. But this year, I think in a great spot in the Star. It's a great size. Frisco, great spot to have it. Very accessible for folks driving in or flying into DFW. So it's Tuesday and Wednesday, and the format is 8 schools on Tuesday, 8 more. The other 8 come in on Wednesday. Baylor will be there the first day on Tuesday. And here's a list of the players. Coach Aranda will be there, and he's taking 6 players with him. Here are the Baylor guys that will be there at the Big 12 Media Days next week. DJ Lagway, as you might imagine, will be one of those. Michael Allen, Kyler Jordan will be there. Matthew Kloffenstein, the tight end, Kylan Reed, and Jamal Weiss Jr. Those are the 6 guys that will be there representing Baylor. I'm guessing those guys will be in coat and tie, walking around doing interviews. Just really sends a good message when they're in coat and tie. Most of the student athletes for most of the schools do that. Nothing wrong if you're going to wear a Baylor polo or something, but those are the guys, and we hope to visit with them. We'll be live from Big 12 Media Days next God help us. We'll be live next Tuesday and Wednesday from Big 12 Media Days from 9 to 10. And Tom Barfield will be there. I think Pete Souza will be there. Matt Mosley will be there also. So a lot of live shows emanating from the Star in Frisco next week, Tuesday and Wednesday. Just say that to put it on your calendar. And it's kind of the time, Garrett, when you start thinking about football. Mm-hmm. And I know it's July 1st and we got a long way to go till kickoff. I think it's 66 or 65 days today until kickoff, but it just kind of, gets you thinking about football a little bit.
No, it does. And it's going to be great to hear from some of the players and their excitement. There's a lot of change going on with the league. I mean, there's a lot of change going on with Baylor. If you just look at Lagway himself taking over and, Joe Klanderman taking over the defense, there's plenty of talking points there. I'm really interested to hear from Jimmy Rogers and his taking over Iowa State. There's multiple things. And I'm also glad that the Brendan Sorsby saga, there's going to be questions coming up,
right?
But it's not going to completely just take over media days. So I'm glad for that. One thing I did notice this year, when did we start bringing so many players?
It is a lot. It is a lot. And I think it's up to each school how many they bring. For Baylor, it's a little easier because it's driving up there. You're not having to buy plane tickets. But I think what it is, I think these guys might be all team captains.
Okay.
And so if we have 6 team captains, you're not going to bring 5 and leave 1 at home. So I think I'll ask that question. I'll ask Brent that question. But I think that's what it is. These guys are captains voted on by their teammates. And so if you're a captain, you're going to go.
Well, see, I noticed that. And it just looked like every team. I know, for instance, Arizona State's bringing 7 players.
Oh, my gosh.
And I'm like, what are we doing? And then if you look at, I think West Virginia is bringing 3. And I'm like, okay, well, that makes sense. It just seems like I've been doing this be like my 5th or 6th one. So I'm not like long tenured like y'all, but this seems like we had an uptick in the number of players coming over the past couple of years.
You're exactly right. Yeah. Because it used to be, in my mind, the number used to be 3.
Right.
Bring 3 guys with you. Right. Right. If for some reason you've got a senior that you'd like to come and bring maybe 4, Right. But I guess I guess there's got to be a limit, but maybe it's open-ended what the schools want to do and what they want to pay for, for their guys coming up there. So that's a very good question.
It's just wild to me.
I know. It does. It does add to the crowd there at the Star. So very fun. And those are the guys that will represent Baylor. And of course, Coach Aranda there, and that'll get things going. The Big 12 media days, I think the very first one was in St. Louis. What they did for a while was host the media days at the same spot where the Big 12 championship game would be played. And the first one was at what was then TWA Stadium in St. Louis. So that would have been 96, August of 96. So we went to St. Louis. That was fun. We went to a Cardinals game one of those nights. And then the championship game was there. Was that Texas and Nebraska, the first Big 12 media game?
It might have been.
First Big 12 championship game.
Yeah, it was. I think Nebraska beat them.
I think so, too.
Yeah.
But that's what it goes back to, and every year since then. And this year, the schedule is such that for national writers, it's Big 12 this week. And I don't know the order, but then it's SEC, ACC, Big 10 coming up over the next 3 weeks. They're all spread out over 4 weeks. So national writers could hit them all. They wouldn't have to choose one over the other. And that means there'll be a lot of college football talk starting Tuesday and continuing for really the month. And then practice begins, around the 1st of August. So very fun there. And the precursor to the Big 12 media days, and we talked about this with Steve Fallon, was the Southwest Conference Press Tour. And that was just legendary in its own right. That actually began with Mr. Dave Campbell and a few of his cronies driving around to the schools to get stories for Texas Football Magazine. That's how it started unofficially, from the conference, but Mr. Dave doing that. And then it morphed into an official tour. The first one I ever went to, I was at KWTX TV, and it was 1980, the first one I ever went to. And then have been on one of those tours, Southwest Conference or Big 12, every year since then. That's a long time. But it was really fun. And the Southwest Conference tour was you would go to each of the schools. Big 12 now is they come to one location over 2 days, which makes a lot of sense. But this was, we would go to every school. There'd be a day when we were at Baylor, a day we were in Lubbock, a day we were in Fayetteville, a day in College Station, and it was cool. It was very fun. I mean, it took up, 10 days of your summer and on the road a lot, but it was really fun. It was, that's the way it worked in the Southwest Conference. and a little bit different format. I think a refined format now in the Big 12. All right, we'll talk more about that with Jerry Hill. He made a bunch of those press tours, and I think all of the Big 12 media days. Jerry Hill will join us when we come back. Hey, glad you're with us on this Wednesday. John Morris Show brought to you in part by Kish's Complete Car Care Center, 5300 Franklin Avenue in Waco. They're open right now, 7:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m., Monday through Friday at Kish's. Call and make an appointment, or just show up, pull up under that canopy up front. Somebody will come out, meet you, say, how can we help you? What do you need? And they'll take care of it. They've got the shuttle that'll drive you if you need a ride back home or a ride to work. And then they'll come pick you up when your car's ready and bring you back to get your vehicle. So check them out. Kish's Complete Car Care Center, 5300 Franklin Avenue in Waco. Jerry Hill, when we come back, John Morris Show will continue right after this.
The Pete Souza Show, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. You want to talk NFL draft? I don't know. How about we get you Todd McShay? You want to talk Big 12? We can get you the commissioner. Somebody about the Cowboys? How about we have on the owner, Stephen Jones? Pop culture? Michelle Beadle. I mean, we will bring on the people that you want to hear from. And these people don't join us because of me. They join us because of you. You got to watch this show, okay? It's got everything you need. Sports, hijinks, laughs. Did I mention hijinks? We'll see you on the Pete Souza Show. Now, we are under the 365 Sports umbrella. Check it out. I'm wearing a Tulane shirt. No idea why.
It's the Pete Souza Show. Sports, Pete.
Enjoy a quiet atmosphere with beautiful river views at the Brazos Landing, located in Waco along the Brazos River across from McLean Stadium. Enjoy homemade dishes like shrimp and grits, chicken piccata, braised short ribs, prime New York steaks, and more. Plus, enjoy a delicious dessert like creme brulee or key lime pie. Open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Sunday. Brazos Landing in Waco, the only place where I-35 and the Brazos River meet.
Being stuck on the side of the road is stressful no matter what time it is. Tow King is here to help. A locally owned and operated family-run business, Tow King offers 24-hour emergency roadside assistance with trained operators and high-caliber equipment for damage-free towing. Tow King of Waco is a company you can count on. Call Tow King the next time you need help. Check them out on Facebook, and remember, slow down or move over.
It's the premier charity event of the year, the 2026 Central Texas Cattle Barons Ball, presented by Ascension Provident. A fun evening filled with great food and drink, dancing, a spectacular auction, and more. This year's theme is Nashville Nights, Neon Lights, and Bullfights. Get your tickets now, donate, or be a sponsor. Help support the American Cancer Society to find a cure. The 2026 Central Texas Cattle Barons Ball, October 24th at MCC Highlander Ranch. For more information, go to CentralTexasCattleBaronsBall.org.
Alliance Bank Central Texas understands that banking is about people. From first accounts to business growth, they actively partner with Central Texas businesses and families to help meet their financial goals. A variety of online products and services make banking easy without compromising the personalized banking experiences they are known for. Customer-focused banking isn't just what they do, it's who they are. Alliance Bank Central Texas, serving Central Texas across 7 convenient locations and at alliancebanktexas.com. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Welcome back, John Morris Show on a Wednesday, and look who is here. Our good friend, and we hope yours, Jerry Hill, coming in. Welcome to you. Welcome. How are you? July 1st.
July 1st.
How about that?
That's crazy. Like, it feels like, and I guess part of it was, traveling with track and stuff. The summer was already underway.
That's true.
And I'm still out there traveling and stuff. So I'm really only a couple of weeks in, less than a couple of weeks into summer. And here it is, July 1.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So let me do this while I'm thinking about it.
Okay.
I told Garrett on an MJ and I trip to Pittsburgh this weekend, there was a Jerry Hill mention. So here it is. It's not what you thought it was, but we'll go back to what you thought it was.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Because that's a pretty good story also.
It's not a great story.
It's a fun story.
All right.
But we went to the Roberto Clemente Museum, which is just terrific.
Yeah.
And the guide there was, giving us the life highlights, details, and then the tragic death of Roberto Clemente. You know, he was delivering food and stuff, Nicaragua. And the plane was just a rickety old plane. He said that never should have been in the air, but they were desperate to get supplies and food there. The pilot of the plane was Jerry Hill. The ill-fated plane that killed Roberto Clemente. And the guy says, Jerry Hill. And MJ and I both look at each other. And I said, oh, yeah.
There's a few of us out there.
We're bringing that up.
There are a few of us out there.
We're bringing that up on Wednesday.
Apparently that one's not out there anymore, but.
True.
Yeah.
Very sad there. Very tragic. The other one is, the other story with you in Pittsburgh was the game I talked about, or the time we went to Pittsburgh when Baylor played West Virginia, 2012.
Somebody threw a no-hitter.
Yeah, Homer Bailey no-hitter.
Blah, 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 blah.
We went up to the see the Pirates and the Reds play that Friday night. Yeah. Hey, Jerry, you want to go? No, you're committed to the Bear Foundation cruise dinner.
Had a cruise dinner
on the Allegheny.
And literally I could see the stadium. I'm tracking it on my phone and I'm like, are you kidding me? And that's as close as I got to that no-hitter.
Yeah.
And at that point, closest I ever got to that park.
Right.
So, thanks
on a boat right outside.
Right outside.
PNC Park.
I don't even remember which of the rivers we were on, but literally I could see the lights. I could, I was tracking it on my phone, and that was a rough night.
That was tough. But you were a good soldier. Is what you were.
I was soldiering. Yes,
you were to go with the Bear Foundation.
Yep.
When a lot of us said, no, we've got something else to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then there was Heath. Now Heath has another part of that story.
Heath just declined.
Yeah, he said. No, his quote was, "If you've seen one baseball game, you've seen them all."
He did. He missed a no hitter.
He did. Yeah. That's what I texted him. Yeah. If you've seen one no hitter, you've seen them all.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Oh my gosh.
But that was memorable.
Thanks for bringing that up.
Sure.
John.
Well, it's timely.
That.
I've been to Pittsburgh and you're here.
Pittsburgh.
And it's timely.
Yeah.
It'll never go away either.
You want to hear a quick, because you were talking about Big 12
yes.
days coming up.
Yes.
And I don't know if you remember this or not. And I can't remember why it was in Houston that year, but one year we had Big 12 football day, and I guess maybe the game was down there. It doesn't feel like it though. I don't think we ever played
championship
in
game ever there.
That's what I was trying to remember, but I remember the media days being in Houston.
Yeah,
and it would have been 01, I think maybe.
Okay.
And on the way back, John Werner and I were traveling on the way back, and we got sideswiped. We had gotten off to go to Hempstead Inn.
Yeah.
It was closed. We were going through an intersection where they have to stop, and we didn't. Ooh. And John's driving. He goes through, and this Volvo, just a tank, hits us on the side. We spin. So I don't even know how many times. We rolled over several times. Both of it, when we landed, car landed on its top.
My goodness.
And both of us are hanging by our seatbelts.
Wow, man.
And so that's my memory of
Big 12. I don't remember that.
Yeah. Well, I actually did I was obviously still at the Waco Trib at that point, and I did an opinion column, which I don't usually do, like on the editorial page, about seatbelts. Seatbelts will save you, because it did me. I literally walked away completely unscathed.
Wow.
John had some cuts on his faces from the windshield breaking out, and we went to the Brenham Hospital. But he was just fine. So it was crazy. It was crazy.
Not a great memory.
Yeah.
How many of the Southwest Conference press tours did you go on?
I would have gone to a bunch of them.
Yeah.
I started covering Baylor in '87.
Right.
So I think I would have been
probably all of
for
them
most of them since then. And some
memorable
ones there too.
Yeah.
And I know you brought up the deal about Dave and his cronies starting that. And the one I remember was them going down to College Station. I think you know this story.
Yeah.
But it was maybe Bear Bryant's first year.
Yeah.
And they on their trip to, was it Junction?
Junction.
Junction was where they were doing camp, and 3 buses came in and 1 left. That's how many players were left after their camp at Junction. So, the conference tours were fun. Usually what we would do is John and I would split it. We'd each go to like 4, schools or whatever. So it was fun. That was a memorable time. I do like this setup a lot better.
Yeah, true.
It's a lot easier,
right?
With now, but it's
easier for everybody.
Back then, though, it was fun. It was probably great for young guys. I would think for married guys, not so much because, you're on the road for how many ever days. And
it was 10 days. There was 1 off day, but then 9 schools.
And it was a lot. Yeah. Like it was just a lot. So, I do appreciate the Big 12 schedule a little more.
Yeah, true. When Mr. Dave started doing that, who would have gone with him? Did Hollis go with him?
I don't know if it was Hollis, but it would have been some of the guys. I don't know if Denny was here yet.
Okay.
But, it would have been like, I'm trying to remember who was in Austin, but it would have been whoever was in Austin.
Okay.
Like Fort Worth.
Sam Blair, maybe?
May have been Sam Blair.
Yeah.
But there were only like 3 or 4 guys. And they would literally get in cars, maybe carpool some, but they would literally get in cars and just go around to the different places.
And it was them doing this on their own, basically.
Yeah, there was no schedule.
Because the conference didn't
so it was
anything
literally just them hopping in a car. Hey, let's go here.
Isn't that wild?
Yeah.
That's cool.
It's crazy.
There you go. Texas football.
Yeah.
Still alive.
Mr.
Dave's name still on the front, which is great.
Got my copy. It was actually Saturday night when I went to the Sports Hall of Fame for the post softball dinner there at Texas Sports Hall of Fame, and got my copy there.
I got one there too also. So they're there now, Texas Sports Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
All right, other things to talk about. Wimbledon is going on, and Baylor's got some representation there.
They do. And breaking news, Jensen Brooksby, who was only here for a bit, he has made it through to the 3rd round. He's won a couple of matches in straight sets, beat the number 31 seed this morning. I believe it was 6-2, 6-2, 6-3, Ignacio Buse.
Okay.
So he is into the 3rd round and likely will play number 1 seed. I don't know if it's Yannick Sinner, but he's the number 1 seed, number 1 ranked player in the world.
Okay.
And he actually survived a 5-setter in the 1st round. And last time I looked, he had won 2 tiebreakers in his 2nd round match and was into the 3rd set, and I think was actually down 4-1. But I figure that's who he's going to play.
Right.
So
that's cool. Would that be tomorrow, or do you know?
Probably be. Let's see. Today is Wednesday. Probably be Friday.
Okay.
They'll skip a day and play Friday. A lot of the doubles is tomorrow.
Okay.
You mentioned Baylor representation, Konstantin Franzen. He is playing, and I can't remember the guy's first name, but it's Haas, Haase.
Okay.
And Konstantin is ranked 39th in the world in doubles.
Is that right?
He's not seeded, I don't think, in this tournament, but 39th in the world. And then John Peers, who at one point was number 2 in the world, he is, I think he's 68th ranked now, John. And again, I'm drawing a blank on who he's playing with, but both of them will play tomorrow. Okay. Piers is playing the number 2 seeds overall.
Wow. Okay.
So
now, is he mixed doubles or not?
I'm not sure if he's playing mixed. He usually does.
Right. That's what I was thinking.
But this was just men's doubles. I haven't looked at mixed doubles yet, but men's doubles, he's playing tomorrow. And like I said, they're playing the number 2 seeds.
Okay.
So tough 1st round draw, but he's had a great career. John has. So be fun to watch them, and fun to watch Jensen because he's struggled a little bit. I looked it up. This is the first time he's been out of the 2nd round since February at a tournament in Dubai. His first Grand Slam victory at all since last year's U.S. Open. So he's had a tough stretch here, but seems to be getting back on track.
That's great. That'd be fun to watch.
Yeah.
John Peers, a member of the Baylor Athletic Hall of Fame.
No, he's not.
I thought he was.
No.
He
was nominated.
Okay.
Yeah, he was nominated.
I thought maybe this year. Maybe he will
Maybe he'll be in. You'll
anything
find out
you
tomorrow.
want to share?
I'll just say he was on the ballot this year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. He should be.
Yeah.
And maybe he will be.
Now, I think part of the deal is that he was only here 1 year.
Yeah, that's true.
Kind of like what I was talking to you about with Epé. First ballot or 2, Epé hardly got any attention. I think it was that deal of just being here 1 year.
That's gotcha.
But John had a great 1 year here. Like he was All-American in singles and doubles. Led Baylor to Big 12 regular season, and I think tournament championships as well, maybe the quarterfinals of the NCAA tournament. So again, here for a short period, but had a great career, and he's had a great career in the pros, particularly in the doubles. That's kind of what he's focused on. Same way with Constantine, not playing a lot of singles, mainly doubles. And it looked like, I was kind of looking up the results, Jensen has started playing a little more doubles. That wasn't his thing early on in his career. John, but what I was remembering back, since I knew we were going to talk about tennis a little bit today, because I was trying to remember the timetable of when he was at Baylor. Right. Because he wasn't here very long. Right. But he signed with Baylor in December of 2018 as the number 1 recruit. I think in the nation, maybe in the world.
Are we talking about who? John Pierce?
No.
Jensen.
Jensen Brooksby.
Okay.
Signed with Baylor in December of 2018. That next summer, 2019, so he would have been coming in 2019-20. That would have been his first year. Yeah. He was in the U.S. Open as an 18-year-old, beat Tomas Berdych, former top 10 in the world, Wimbledon finalist, beat him in the first round. And so he delayed his enrollment until January. He actually got hurt in the second round, and that's why he didn't ever play at Baylor. Because I remember going and interviewing him downstairs, not in the training room, but in the weight room where he was doing some rehab work and stuff, and did a story on him right before the start of the spring of 20.
Wow.
So, and then fall of 20, he turned pro as 19, 20 years old. Yeah.
How about that?
Oh, he's only here that brief time.
We claim him though.
We claim him, and I remember, because I remember, I think it was the story when he turned pro. He said, you'll see me wearing Baylor gear.
That's great.
So I think he continues that. I don't know how much Baylor gear he wears, like in tournaments and stuff, but like practicing and stuff like that, he still claims Baylor. So that's pretty cool.
That's great. Very good.
Yeah.
And we tease the Hall of Fame. The announcement is coming tomorrow. Yeah. Jerry continues to hold this over my head that he knows and I don't, but we'll all find out tomorrow. Anything you want to tease about, since it's 24 hours away?
Well, all I know is that Doug McNamee will be in studio tomorrow.
That's right.
To make that announcement.
That's true. That's big.
I might make an appearance.
Come on.
Just to be there when it's announced, just to, so just to be there. That's how much I'm going to tell.
Okay.
That's Doug McNamee.
I'm going to quit asking.
First time as AD.
I'm tired of asking.
This is his first Hall of Fame class. So he will be here to make that announcement.
I'm tired of asking. I'm really tired of you knowing and me not knowing. Yeah. That's what I'm tired of.
I'm loving it. Like it's kind of like you being at a no-hitter and me being on a boat.
On a boat. Yep.
It's a lot similar to that.
It's very similar to that.
Yeah.
One of your other sports is track and field. Yeah. We've got the Baylor season is over, but we've got some who are running really well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Including a gold medal in Paris this weekend.
Trayvon Bromell, he's been a pro. He turned pro after his sophomore year here, and has done really well on the pro circuit as well. He won the Diamond League 100 meters in Paris, and he beat Noah Lyles. And there's a picture out there where, as he's crossing the line, he's looking over at Noah Lyles, and Noah Lyles sends out a tweet or something. He's like, be careful there. Basically, Sonny.
Yeah.
The last person that did this to me barely made it to the podium. And so Noah was won the Olympics in Paris in 24. And I can't remember the guy's name, but he was like 8th. He barely even made the final. So he was like, be careful, Sonny.
Yeah.
So,
who else? Alexis Brown, is she?
So this week is the Prefontaine.
Oh, that's right.
And so Trayvon is there, and that's in Eugene, Oregon, where Prefontaine started his career. Trayvon is in the 100. Alexis Brown is in the long jump, and Demario Prince coming off a great year, and he ran in the Jamaican championships here a couple of weeks ago, and almost beat his school record. He had set it last summer at the Jamaican championships, 13.12 in the 110 meter hurdles. He ran 13.13 this time. Yeah. So, and I think he has like either 8 or 9 of the top, 12 marks or something like that. So he's had an amazing career. He's got a year left. So I think at least 1 year. He may have an indoors, a 2 indoor, but I think probably after next year he turns pro. But he'll be there at the Prefontaine as well. And Michael works with several pros around the world, actually. And I can't remember the girl's name, but she will be in the 100 meters. So Michael works with, I think it's about 6 of the pros outside of Baylor. And then he works with, obviously a lot of the ones that have come through Baylor. He's been Trayvon's personal coach for a long time now. Works, Alexis Brown trains there at Baylor. So DeMar Francis, several of those actually still work out or train at Baylor. Nice. So kind of a good connection there. And, all of them have done well. So it'll be fun to watch them at the Prefontaine. And then we talked about it in the office, but there's not technically a world championship this year. Yeah. The replacement is the World Ultimate Championship. And it takes like the pair. I don't know if it's like just the champions, but it takes, the Paris Olympics, at least the champions, but maybe more, maybe the medalists or whatever. And then different like world championships. And, even like DeMario is going to the Commonwealth Games this summer, so all of those will converge, and the World Ultimate Championships, I believe it's in September. Okay. That'll be held. So still a lot of track going on. Yeah. It's weird. It's a non-Olympic year, but still a lot of things going on. The World Under 20, which Baylor has a couple that have qualified for that. That will be, I believe it's late July, early August, back in Eugene. So Robert Miller, a signee from Jamaica, he made it in the 400-meter hurdles. He's the next Nate the Great. He's nice. He's gone under 50 seconds, which is a big barrier. And so he could follow in those shoes at least. I'm not saying he's going to be as good as Ezekiel, right? But he's going to be a really good one here.
Very cool. Yeah. All right, a lot of track going on. Yeah. Final thought was the annual softball game.
Yeah.
Was that last weekend?
It was last Saturday.
Explain how that all came about.
Yeah, so this was, I guess it would have been the 44th annual.
Okay.
Haven't had it every year, but it started at the Lake Erie practice fields, and it was basically, John McClain, the general, he had left to go to the Chronicle. There were a few others that had gone from the Trib to the Chronicle, so they kind of had a team. But then it would be like, the Fallons would play for them. Frank Fallon played, and then it was basically versus the Trib. So Dave Campbell played on our team back in '83. Yeah, David Pinto. I don't know if you remember that name. He played. David Mantooth. So that started in 1983, and then when Getterman was built, I think Tom Stanton was the AD at the time, and he agreed to let us play over there, and so it's been over there since maybe 01 or 02.
That's great.
And have played a lot over there. Had kickball one year when we got it rained out. Last year it got rained out again. This year I wasn't able to play because of my grandson's birthday. Jameson turned 4.
Right.
So good choice to miss the softball game. So, but Trib 1 continued its dominance. 25-8 and 19-13, and that was even with Max Calderon. I invited him to play, and I think he played in it a couple of years ago as well. So Max has played in it a couple times now. But Max and Bryce actually both moved over to the other team because they were really shorthanded. John McClain says it was the worst team ever.
Oh, really?
Because they only had 2 young guys. All the other ones bailed out. So a lot of their older guys, like Carol Fidel and Mike Parrish, they were having to play. And so they just weren't a great team.
Lester? Was Lester here?
Lester was at the dinner Saturday night, did not play. And that's a whole nother story. Right. But yes, he had a bad injury or accident. John, I know that Haley and Steven, my oldest son, and his now wife, Haley, I don't think they were married yet. So it might have been 09.
Oh, that long ago.
Yes. And she was actually first responder on the scene.
Oh, wow.
She's now a nurse practitioner. But he ran into the brick wall behind home plate. Now padded. Yeah. It's the Lester Zed Memorial padding.
That's right.
Survived the accident, I guess. But broke both his hips his wrists and was in the hospital for like 4 months. So,
man, that's
yeah. So they put the padding in after that, and we still get to play, but we have to like sign waivers and have insurance and all this stuff.
That's a good move.
It's a different age now. So.
All right. So that one, like Q Myers came and played.
Q has come several times. He came last year when it got rained out.
Yeah.
So we did the lunch at George's, and I think he had planned on coming, but he thought it was next weekend because this coming up weekend is actually July 4th, but that was why we moved it because we don't play on the 4th of July, but it's usually the 4th of July weekend. So Q was in Hawaii this weekend.
Nice.
So, but I'm sure he'll be back.
Cool. Very good. That's a good tradition. A tradition unlike any other.
Unlike any other.
Softball.
All
right. Very good. Thank you very much.
Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it.
Good to see you.
Yeah.
Hall of Fame announcement tomorrow.
We'll all learn tomorrow.
Well, some of us will learn. Some of us are keeping it very close to the vest.
Keeping it under the hat.
All right. Thanks to Jerry Hill. We'll take a break and be right back.
The Pete Souza Show, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. You want to talk NFL draft? I don't know. How about we get you Todd McShay? You want to talk Big 12? We can get you the commissioner. Somebody about the Cowboys? How about we have on the owner, Stephen Jones? Pop culture? Michelle Beadle. I mean, we will bring on the people that you want to hear from. And these people don't join us because of me. They join us because of you. You got to watch this show, okay? It's got everything you need. Sports, hijinks, laughs. Did I mention hijinks? We'll see you on the Pete Souza Show. Now, we are under the 365 Sports umbrella. Check it out. I'm wearing a Tulane shirt. No idea why.
It's the Pete Souza Show. Sports, Pete.
Lake Waco Golf Club is a semi-private facility nestled along the north point of Lake Waco, one of the few facilities in Texas to have a full 18-hole regulation golf course as well as an executive 18-hole par 3 golf course. Plus, check out their bar and grill, which is open to the public. And if you're not a golfer, then enjoy time by the pool or even enjoy fishing around Lake Waco. Become a member today and call to book your tee time. Lake Waco Golf Club, where family and friends fun begins. Check them out at lakewacogc.com for more information.
Enjoy a quiet atmosphere with beautiful river views at the Brazos Landing, located in Waco along the Brazos River across from McLean Stadium. Enjoy homemade dishes like shrimp and grits, chicken piccata, braised short ribs, prime New York steaks, and more. Plus, enjoy a delicious dessert like creme brulee or key lime pie. Open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Sunday. Brazos Landing in Waco, the only place where I-35 and the Brazos River meet.
Being stuck on the side of the road is stressful no matter what time it is. Tow King is here to help. A locally owned and operated family-run business, Tow King offers 24-hour emergency roadside assistance with trained operators and high-caliber equipment for damage-free towing. Tow King of Waco is a company you can count on. Call Tow King the next time you need help. Check them out on Facebook, and remember, slow down or move over.
Make this the summer event at Allen Samuels Jeep in Waco. Be among the first to see and drive the all-new 2026 Jeep Cherokee, delivering up to 37 miles per gallon. Or drive home a new 2026 Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo with your choice of 0% financing for 36 months or 2.9% for 84 months. Or save $9,000 off MSRP. Don't miss these incredible summer savings at Allen Samuels.
Come by, let's be friends.
This year, I made a New Year's resolution. I want every business to own a new copier from CTWP. Call me, Leroy the Copier Dog. Let's get you a copier delivered today. CTWP, your local copier company.
Alliance Bank Central Texas understands that banking is about people. From first accounts to business growth, they actively partner with Central Texas businesses and families to help meet their financial goals. A variety of online products and services make banking easy without compromising the personalized banking experiences they are known for. Customer-focused banking isn't just what they do, it's who they are. Alliance Bank Central Texas, serving Central Texas across 7 convenient locations and at alliancebanktexas.com. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. Back with this final segment, John Morris Show on a Wednesday, brought to you by the Brazos Landing and by Alliance Bank Central Texas. Also, thanks to Alan Samuels, Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, Fiat, your friend in the car business. They'll treat you like family. Remember, first responders and military members get an extra $500 bonus on every purchase. We mentioned earlier Bobby Bonilla Day and what that means. Here's some more details on this from our man Steve Campbell. Thanks to Steve coming to the live show at Marineland yesterday. But basically what Garrett told us earlier, the Mets agreed to delay paying $5.9 million is what he was owed, what Bobby Bonilla was owed, $5.9 million. They delayed it while letting the money accrue, a negotiated 8% annual interest rate. The payouts began July 1st of 2011. They'll go through July 1st of 2035, $1.193 million per year. By the time the final check clears, Bonilla will be 72 years old, and the Mets will have paid him $29.8 million total over what was originally $5.9 million. That's what, if they'd given him a lump sum, that's what it would have been. Now with this and the interest accruing and paying it over 25 years, he'll get a total of $29.8 million for that single bought out season. Isn't that amazing? That is wild. And then Steve adds another fun fact. This isn't the only Bonilla deferred cash inflow. A separate, lesser-known secondary deal involving the Mets and the Orioles pays him another $500,000 every year as well. So it's basically just shy of $1.7 million every year that he gets in deferred payments, which is just crazy to think about. What a deal. What a deal for that guy. All right, let's share some birthdays with you. A couple that I missed yesterday. One that I missed, one that I didn't make big enough deal about. Brittany Newman was on with us yesterday. It was her birthday. We talked about that with her, so I think we celebrated, but didn't mention birthdays at the end of the show. So a happy birthday again to Brittany Newman, former Baylor softball assistant coach, associate head coach, now with Diamond Athletics here in Waco. And it was also Louis Giglio's birthday yesterday. Louis, a good friend of Terry and I, Louis and Shelley, and my wife Terry and I, great friends with the Giglios over in Atlanta. Started Choice Ministries here in Waco, and now in Atlanta has grown Passion Ministries, and it's just so good. I mean, and they have Passion City Church over there in Atlanta, but the Passion Ministry every year, it's aimed at high school and college, more college age young people. And this year it was in Arlington, and Terry and I went up there for a couple of days of that. It's just great. I mean, it's just blown up how many people want to be at Passion and put it on their calendar every year. So well done by Louis, and happy birthday to him. It was yesterday. I think he and Shelley are in London. I saw a picture of them at Wimbledon one day earlier this week. Other birthdays today. Let's see. Who do we have today? Chris Hansen's birthday. Happy birthday to Chris on the Baylor campus. Does a lot of great work there in Castellaw. Happy birthday to him. Lisa Lowry. Now Lisa Lowry Schwartz. We were in school together at Baylor. Happy birthday to her. And that might be it. Greg Guerra's birthday. Happy birthday to Greg. Bradford Lewis's birthday, a former Baylor running back. Happy birthday to Bradford Lewis. So those are the ones that I have on the 1st of July. Happy birthday to them. If I missed you, I do apologize. We got to get out of here. Thanks to Jerry Hill for coming in. Thanks to Brandon and Garrett behind the scenes. Appreciate them. As Jerry mentioned, Doug McNamee will join us tomorrow, Baylor's athletic director. He will unveil the class of 2026 for the Baylor Athletics Hall of Fame. That'll be great. We look forward to that. Look forward to visiting with Doug. That'll be tomorrow. Join us then. Have a great Wednesday. Thanks to the Brazos Landing and Alliance Bank Central Texas, and we'll see you tomorrow. Alliance Bank Central Texas understands that banking is about people. From first accounts to business growth, They actively partner with Central Texas businesses and families to help meet their financial goals. A variety of online products and services make banking easy without compromising the personalized banking experiences they are known for. Customer-focused banking isn't just what they do, it's who they are. Alliance Bank Central Texas, serving Central Texas across 7 convenient locations and at alliancebanktexas.com. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Enjoy a quiet atmosphere with beautiful river views at the Brazos Landing, located in Waco along the Brazos River across from McLean Stadium. Enjoy homemade dishes like shrimp and grits, chicken piccata, braised short ribs, prime New York steaks, and more. Plus, enjoy a delicious dessert like creme brulee or key lime pie. Open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Sunday. Brazos Landing in Waco, the only place where I-35 and the Brazos River meet.
Spring is sprung, and now's a great time to schedule a checkup for your vehicle. As Texas weather changes, it's important to make sure you and your loved ones are safe on the road. Request an appointment online at CompleteCarCareCenter.com today. We're equipped to handle all major and minor repairs on your vehicle. Our experienced technicians can check the health of your tires and inspect your vehicle for any unseen issues. Kish Complete Car Care Center at 5300 Franklin, where we take pride in keeping individuals safe honestly.